A professor at San Diego Mesa College is getting a national honor.
He's been named one of the top community college faculty members in the country. Carl Luna joins us now. Carl, welcome.
Good to be here.
How surprised were you when you heard that you'd won this honor?
Oh, I was very surprised. I mean, it's an honor. It's humbling. And I work with so many good people that it's just the luck of the draw when you get picked for something like this.
And you have done so many things during your educational career. One of them is you're the founder of Restoring Respect, which is an effort to bring civility into politics, which in America we're failing at right now. What happened in the 80s when Tip O'Neill, a liberal Democrat, would, meet with Ronald Reagan, a conservative, and they disagreed, but they got things done? That's not happening in America today. Why?
Well, when it was morning in America, the economy was still growing for the middle class, and when the economy's growing, people are more willing to share. As the economy slowed down, it's harder for people to move ahead. It's hard to get your children ahead. People start to kind of hunker down into their little bunkers, and we become divided, left, right. Nobody wants to meet in the middle. The political process plays on that, and it's a lot easier to run negative campaigns and demonize the other side than reach across.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's been said that the Republican Party has changed because of the Tea Party's injection into the party, but if you look at it, I mean, both parties have changed. The Democratic Party has changed. It's not what it was in the 1960s either.
No, both parties have become more to the left and the right. Now, statistically, the Republican Party has moved farther to the right than Democrats have to the left, but the biggest thing is people in the middle, moderates and independents, are so turned off by the process that they don't show up, and now you pitch, instead of trying to converge to the middle to win elections, you just go to your base.
Mm-hmm. Something so depressing is the low turnout when it comes to elections. As a professor, you see all of the young people, all of the young voters. Are they engaged in the process, and how's technology impacting all of that?
Well, my classes, I try to keep them engaged, and that gives them a better grade, so I've got that to hold over them. But in the real world, there's so many distractions students have. There's all the media, but there's also, they've got to get into college. If they're going to be able to make it into college, they've got to figure out how to pay for college, which is so much more expensive. I think there's such a burden we put on our current generation. It's an unfair generational burden, and they're tuned out of the system. They don't see the payoff like my parents' generation who came back from the war and got interstate highways and big universities and all the rest that came with it. If you don't see the payoff, you don't get involved, but if you don't get involved, you don't get the payoff.
Mm-hmm. Do you think students are just not engaged, not just here, but across the country as well, in political issues now?
Well, if you grew up in the last 10, 15 years, 20 years, and all you ever saw are the commercials on, you don't remember the Kennedys and the Reagans. Yeah, you can see how they can be turned off. They hope that Barack Obama would be able to do something. The younger generation liked him, but there's been so much demonization going on. They see the system as toxic. What they have to realize is they've got to clean it up, because I don't think my generation has it in us anymore.
Mm-hmm. In your history as a political professor, would you characterize this as a low point?
I don't know. We had Watergates. You went through the process with the Clinton impeachment. It's certainly not a high point. Let's put it in the top 5 low points of the last 20, 25 years. We are a ways away from having a Ronald Reagan morning in America, having a John Kennedy ask not what your country can do for you moments. It would be nice if we could get back to the high ground.
Mm-hmm. All right. Professor Luna, thank you for being with us, and congratulations again.
Thank you very much.